What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'll be talking about the August SAT and some important changes that have been talked about from College Board within the recent week. So as we all know, the August SAT is scheduled to happen on August 29th, but a lot has changed since then, and a lot of it we expected. Now before I delve into exactly what's changed, first things first, like 70% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you want to get the most banger content for SAT, college, etc., anything educational, you better subscribe right now. But now talking about the August SAT and it being canceled, like actually, I know you guys been saying that some of my videos were clickbait saying that the August SAT, I just said it was canceled or it's gonna be canceled just to say it. No, I'm actually being honest, guys. And more news has dropped and a lot of test centers are closing down. For example, I live in Baltimore County, which is a county in Maryland. And some counties around me like Montgomery County and Howard County, which are very close to Baltimore County, have already shut down the SAT for August 29th. They will not be holding the August SAT. Parts of India have even canceled the August SAT, and many other regions have also canceled the August SAT. And what this tells me is that if my neighboring counties have canceled the August SAT, I'm pretty sure Baltimore County will also cancel the SAT, which means that the entire state of Maryland will most likely be canceling its August SAT. Now, of course, many things will change, and College Board has said to all states that August 17th, 2020 is the last date for any state to close any test center. So all test centers must release their final decision of whether they'll be holding the August SAT or not by August 17th. So for everyone who's really nervous and are saying like, oh my god, I don't want the August SAT to be canceled, if it gets canceled I'm going to be fuming, etc., etc., you will find out by August 17th whether the test center within your area will hold it. Now, say the test center in your area does close, but a neighboring test center does not. And when I mean neighboring, I mean like another state or maybe like an hour/2-hour drive. It's really up to you if you really want to take the August SAT that bad, that you're willing to drive 1 to 2 hours to this test center, sit down and take a 3-hour exam, and then drive 1 to 2 hours back. Like, if you do that, 1, you're dedicated. 2, you're kind of insane. 3, it's okay, guys. The SAT is optional, don't forget that. But now this also will be impacting the curve / the whole hype around the August SAT being the most taken SAT ever. Now, if many test centers are closing down, which they are, I think maybe it's like 40% of test centers have closed down, maybe a little less. But by August 17th, I'm sure many more test centers will be closing down. Since all these test centers are closing down, less people will be taking the exam. Since less people are taking the exam will be more volatile when it comes to scores. Like originally, I even thought that if you got 1 wrong, you would get a 790 as opposed to a 750 on like the math SAT or the reading SAT. But now since less people are taking it, you could get 1 wrong, maybe like a 750 or 760. Like, you never know. Originally, because how many people were taking it, you probably would have got like a 790, 780, but now that's not so much the case. Because it's less test takers, the curve is just different. So we really can't predict how hefty the curve will be on this August SAT anymore. Now, I'm sure many of you guys are wondering at this point in the video that, first of all, why are you scaring me, Ritesh? And second of all, what should I do now that my test center is closed? In the case that your test center is closed. Let me switch the lighting a little bit. Alright, that's a little bit better. The lighting kind of like faded off or whatever. But back to what I was saying. But what I want to tell you guys is that say you were planning on taking the August SAT, but your test center is now closed down. So now you're wondering, alright, what should I do? Because my college applications are coming up and I really need to submit my SAT scores. Well, first of all, like I said, SAT is optional. You don't have to submit your SAT scores. Second of all, a lot of colleges do accept SAT scores even after you've already submitted the application, even before COVID-19. So during COVID-19, I'm sure they may even extend the period of which they accept SAT scores after you submit your application to the college. So you don't have to worry about that too much. And second of all, guys, the SAT will be held again in September. Alright, and College Board is even planning on making makeup test dates for all these canceled SATs that are to come. Like the August SAT may be canceled, that's canceled, they are thinking of a makeup date. And even if the September SAT is canceled, they are planning on rescheduling that as well. So you can expect like maybe 3 SATs in October alone. So the SATs will occur, alright? Like they may be a month delayed, max 2 months delayed, but they will occur. So if anything, you have more time to study, and I'm sure SAT be giving you guys anxiety. You guys are like, yo, I just want to get this over with. I just want to finish my SAT and move on in life. And I'm sure many of you guys just want to take the August SAT and get it over with. But you know, the situation is what it is. Due to COVID-19, you can't really bet on the August SAT happening. But that's basically my update for you guys on the August SAT in terms of cancellations. Like, SATs are getting canceled, guys. I mean, test centers are getting canceled, so you gotta beware. I know originally people just thought, nah, the August SAT will occur, it'll occur. All this talk about cancellation, just clickbait, just hype. No. Test centers have been canceled already, and more are to be canceled in the future. So by August 17th, we will know the final verdict on all test centers, whether the August SAT will even happen in even one test center, or if it will happen in every test center, or if it will happen in 0 test centers. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Huge giveaways are planned, guys, for 30,000 subscribers. So please subscribe, like the video, share it. Peace out, dude. Peace out, dude. Peace.